taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Notre Dame will have some work to do after that short return. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Comes out throwing on first down. He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Stopped after making the catch. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've moved it forward to the 2. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal.
Check. Alert. Unlock.
The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Grabbed in the middle. It's Larson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Adams. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the...
Sends it downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. Touch pass on the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Shabera. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Hokies send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to
unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think they're different.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Got his man on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Coming after it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays, and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Hokies! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give is to Williams. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looking to throw, it's Shabera. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home football.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you can get the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy, and because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the air, it's Carr. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Runs through the tackle, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Line gets set. First down. Makes the quick grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And another huge play in the passing game. Shades of Golden Tate or Will Fuller. That yards per catch. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 8 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. And to get rid of it quickly. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now on the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose. Open runway ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, the racing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Unloads to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Makes the grab outside. It's Adams. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Touchdown, Hokie! And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
He'll start this drive firing. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Tempo and overdrive.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is snowed under.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Coates. He's got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, raise a toast to the victor of the great rivalry between Florida and Georgia. Here's a recap of how things played out. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line getting set on second down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.